britches. How's about a high five for the good girls and the good guys? Come on, too bad, gotta deal with the. Some of y'all too big for your britches. How's about a high five for the good girls and the good guys? You know who you are. Hail to the commanders. Hail Midnight.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ready? 19 Tiger. Ready?
Off the play fake, Daniels. He gets this one to Mechie. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
60 Eagles, 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
Daniels looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To the air goes Daniels. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And on their their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Giants at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
To throw is Dart. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to connect there with Wan'Dale Robinson. But now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense, and they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. And he rifles one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, Dart. And he is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well,
these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 9.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Dart going to look to throw here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing his Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't.
This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 62 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Hawk 70.
Now Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatteroo. Dances by him. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Called out a very strong gain of 24. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Nifty move. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, here's Scatteroo. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Cam Scatteroo hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Throwing now is Daniels. And his pass incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Ready, go.
Here's Daniels. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's Ryan Rico now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw, dart. And this one too low.
That play looked off right from the beginning because I think he hurt himself a little bit and ended up making the throw short of the back on the screen attempt. It falls incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing his dart. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Lane. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Get up.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Get it.
And they go play action. Daniels. And this one is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
60 Vikings.
Now Daniels. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go. Panther 6, go.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Commanders. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Dart. Complete on the deep ball.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing, Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
An inside run with Scatterwood. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Ready? Panther 60. Ready?
Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatteroo. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Viking 18.
To throw now, Dart. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Now it's Tracy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown! Darius Slayton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants have moved out in front. Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
19-18. Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 20-yard line.
Quickly into the hands of Robinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
60 Eagles.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Some touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Hawk 70.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Daniels looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To the air, Dart. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Commies. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Dart. And again back to Commies. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll start on the ground with Scatteroo. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cam Scatteroo with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And hold on here because on that last run it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Washington.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
To the air goes Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Well, hang on a second here because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60, Cowboy 80.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Washington Commanders, first down. 1st and 10 at the
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal from the 1.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 7. Ready.
They'll look to run with Edwards. Yeah, this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Get up. 70 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Press all 80.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Gay to kick off for Washington.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He finds Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run from the gun with Scatterby. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
To throw, Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Zone read here. It's Scatterby with it. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Scatterby, 59 yards. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Mechie, the man in motion. Now Daniels. That's caught by Sennett. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Viking 18.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Hurts over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Washington Commanders first down. A gain of 18.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That one is slant to McLaurin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Commanders 35. Matt Gay to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Look at the big fella go. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
60 Bison.
Scatterberg going to run it out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
72.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Gano's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he returns this to the 22.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco East.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels gets around him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Let's go now. 19, 18.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
18 Cardinal.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hey, Crash. Hot 70. Hot 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Get it. 70 Timberwolf. Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Unlock line. Go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 3.
On the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down and 8.
Panther 60.
Back to throw. Daniels. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Dart. He'll dump this off to Scatterbull. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw, Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That one caught by the tight end Bates. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
On the ready.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Daniels looking to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Running left is Edwards. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air, dart. Robinson hauling it in outright.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
60 Bisons.
A give, it's Scatteroo. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Cowboy 80.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Nice solid gain there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. This is 1st and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
19 Tigers. Take over.
Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete.
now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Complete right side to Hyatt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Dart. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Giants, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.